Okay, this is Milestone, and I run Bostoni Mining Group, and this is a A-52 Sluice Box. I'm going to show you a little bit of how this one I created works. This started out with a carpet matting in here. This was all green carpet matting when I first bought it. Now, I've upgraded it a little bit. This is still the same. This goes inside of there, and it traps the gold underneath these riffles here. As you can see, my fingers go under there. That's where the gold goes. Now, I always have, this came with it as well, a screen here, and all the gold comes and gets caught up inside of these. I'll take that out. Okay. Now, I went out and I ordered a half-inch miner's moss, and it was about a half-inch too wide. It was at 10 inches, and this is at 9, but I mean, 9.5 fits okay. So this one here was at 9.5, and it kind of shrunk down after I got it through the river a few times. But this one's half-inch here, and this is only 1/8 inch here. And I had this running for a few days, and I get a lot of sand and things caught down in here, but nothing real, nothing real big in here. And I had ordered this one, which is this moss here was a little bit too thick. I really didn't want it at first. And now, after running this littler miner's moss, I came up with a plan, because this one's also too short, right? Okay? It's too short, it only comes to here. So, if I were to have just left this in there, I would have been left with this much uncovered. So, I went and I bought this miner's moss here at the Golden Detectors there in Golden, Colorado, off Washington Street. And this one was about $25 for this mat, and it was perfectly set up for this. I just rolled it out and it fit perfect. It's maybe 1 inch long, but it doesn't bother me. I just leave it hanging out. But what I realized is that this was sitting in a box ready to go back, and I was going to send it back because it was the wrong size. But I put it in here, and I evened it out with the end here, and I set this screen in here how I normally do, and that's right up to the edge there. Okay, and then I put my riffle section in there like so, and then I push down, and I can only get these clamps to clip on. I can't push them down. It's tight enough when I push it down and clip them into these clips. But also what I noticed here is it's all real tight, and it's got a real nice flow. And I made a little nugget trap here. You see? Now, the gold will come flowing down here with the water. It gets stuck in these little riffles. Now, this pad under here will take some bigger stuff and drop it down into the miner's moss below. But this here is the edge of the other miner's moss is right here, and it leaves this trap under here with a half-inch gap going down to the other section of miner's moss. So gold nuggets and bigger pieces can get stuck down in here now, and then go through the bigger miner's moss here and drop down into the smaller miner's moss, not allowing as much going to the very bottom underneath to the bottom and going out the bottom. So it actually holds in more and won't allow as much gold to travel past this box, which is just an amazing idea I came up with. And so I just wanted to share it with everybody, so that you can, decide if maybe you could do this on your high bankers, or, you got some dredging sluices that are similar, and you can do the same thing. I mean, it's a pretty good idea, and I think that it might go a little ways. So, there you go. Milestone, signing out.